You're doing it. Hello, everybody. It's Heike Brion with Let's Talk About It, and I have a special guest today. It's Gail, and I'm Oprah.
My queen, Oprah.
We cousins and everything. This is my cousin K2 the poet.
Yeah.
I'd say clapped up, but there ain't nobody here but me and her. So K2, when I met you, I fell in love like instantly. I was like, that's my girl.
Really?
Instantly, I was like cousins, and then you got up on that stage and you really showed out.
The first time?
The first time, I was like,
Man,
damn,
I
like
was nervous as hell.
nervous. You couldn't tell. It looked like you were just getting up there and spitting what you had something to say and you needed to say it. And those people I gravitate to very quickly because you knew you needed to say what you needed to say that day.
Girl.
And your stuff is powerful because it feels like a call in and also a call out. Like you're trying to get something off your chest, but also other people need to hear that message too.
I appreciate it because that's what it is. I've been going through so much and I've been talking about something like finally getting it out. And so I'm happy that people do hear me, see me, and feel it as well. So that's what I'm doing. Just telling my story.
We love to people to actually be honest with it. I know something my grandma used to say is like, if you want to talk about stuff, you want to vent, go to a therapist. Or can you just, talk to us about it? And I'm like, I have for years.
Y'all are not listening.
Y'all not hearing me. Y'all not changing. You're not doing what I need you to do. And we understand that this is their first time living too. But at the end of the day, you guys affected me with your shit too.
And they don't. This is how you say it. Yeah, it's their first time living, but they don't understand, girls. Like they carry so much and just pass it on, and like you do all these problems sometimes. So I don't know. That's why I think I just really started writing poetry too. Aside from me always writing to say, y'all not listening how you said it. Y'all don't want to hear me. I'm gonna do it myself.
Right.
Somebody gonna hear me.
Somebody gonna hear me, and you never know who's listening and been like, "Damn, I wish I had the voice to say some shit like that," or I wish I had the audacity.
Okay, like, cause y'all getting on my damn nerves.
You getting on my damn nerves. Everything you getting on my damn nerves. I'm about to write. Oh, we about to get something good. Hopefully Wednesday night.
Telling you.
And I'm very proud of you for being active in that.
Thank you. I do appreciate that.
It's also good for our mental health to hear other people are struggling with certain things because not everybody got it all together every day.
Shit, I wish, but life is not like that.
Life's never been like that for any of us, at least young people I know. So thank you for being very transparent with your culture.
I appreciate that. I'm happy that people are hearing me and it's actually getting something out. Yeah, I appreciate it.
So what exactly started you in poetry?
So okay, I've always been a writer ever since I was like really young and like elementary and stuff. English was like always my best subject. It was easier for me, other than math. And my teachers, they would always say I was a great writer. And so then in high school, I found out that I could actually write poetry probably like my junior year.
Okay.
And I was just writing that first, and then I started writing music. And then now recently, when I started coming to poetry numbers, I actually started writing real poetry, how I was feeling and stuff like that. So I don't know. I just music, just talking shit like this. Just venting, I guess. I don't know.
And sometimes it's needed, and that's why, of course, we're doing the writing groups because people need to hear this type of stuff to give me the like, oh, I can talk about that.
Yeah,
I can say that without getting in trouble.
and I'm say that. To see you do that too, like to see. I haven't known you that long, but to see you come from that and now you're doing your own thing, like that's great. Like you're really doing it, like you're making.
I just get some way to do it.
Girl,
like,
you're doing it, girl.
You never know. You never know if you share one good story about, hey, my grandma was on this and that.
Yeah.
My grandma was too. We got the same experience.
Yeah.
And when they tell us to sweep it under the rug or keep it a secret, what does that do for us? Nothing.
It doesn't fix anything. It just adds more to the problem.
It does.
Generational trauma.
And a lot of your poetry sounds like comes from a place of generational trauma.
It's a lot. Like I create a very large, extra large family was so dysfunctional and so distant. The only people I have in my life, sad to say, it's just my mom and my brother out of everybody. So, this whole 2024 and this year, everybody just like spaced out, shouldn't get too close. And we just kind of just went out. It's not playing victim at all because, we all play part in things, but it's been so much that has went on to where I just like, okay, and I just finally sit down and try to get myself to heal from this place. And I haven't talked about it. I ain't even touched the surface by half of the stuff they do went on. So
right, and that we're ready to hear whatever you are because it's important to let your voice be heard.
Yes.
Even if it's like hard to say at the time, you got to use your iPad. We can still hear the pain in your voice, and it's there.
Really?
Definitely when you're talking about your father. That one, that poem in particular struck a nerve. because there's a lot of women who don't have their fathers in their lives. And what did that do to the children? You know, a lot of people could be over hypersexual from it. Lack self-respect, self-love, and these things really do mess with the child's head. And then when you see your daddy that's still alive might be out there wilding and having a blast, and you're like, damn, I didn't deserve it, you know? And you go into that topic and you do it so well because we need to hear from the child's perspective. There are a lot of women that need to hear that. Maybe it'll make them get the abortion.
Look, okay.
Because this is hard on the child. It's not about the mother and the father anymore. It's about what about the child and their needs.
And the thing, I did not grow up with my dad. My dad, he was very. I don't even like to really give him too much credit on anything or even talk about it. That's why I put it in the book to release it. But I didn't grow up with him. He was like in and out if he was, and then like recently I just don't be around him. So I really seen the true colors. That's where the poetry really started sticking because I knew the kind of person he was, and I seen for myself. And now it's just like, God damn, like you really are a man. Like. But it's not even just that, too. I have cousins and friends with that same situation, so we all relate, and I see how it affects us differently. I have a cousin whose dad is kind of similar, and she finds it in different men, and it's not the best relationships. I have another friend, she's more toxic in her relationships with her partners, and then, like me, it affects me. I don't want to be bothered with niggas in general. I'd rather just be by myself because I don't want to get hurt. And it's just other people that I know deal with that. It just affects me differently.
And all of those stories are very important and valuable to talk about because each and every one of them has a reason.
Yes.
I don't want to deal with y'all at all.
At all.
That's valuable. That's valuable enough to be in here. And I don't blame you because if I had a decent father in my life, maybe I wouldn't have ended up the way I was.
Right. And I try not to let that like affect me or try to like.
Well, no.
You know, I'm still
like I'm still gonna be good.
Yeah.
I didn't. You know, because I grew up in a PWI, you know, and a lot of the white kids had their fathers. Yep. They had some type of, they had their daddies. Something, yeah. You know, I go to their house, they got a mommy and a daddy. Mommy and daddy are happy together. Even sometimes they fight, and I'm like, damn, at least you got one. Fuck, they might fight a little bit. Look. At least here, like.
They'll still be back.
They good. They still good. This is like, damn, there's some things that I didn't get. And so when I go to their house, their situations were different.
Yeah, the dynamic, yeah. And you like, damn, like I wish I had, because I have a friend like that, but she's black. And I love that dynamic. Like, she has her dad, she has her mom, she has her grandma. Like, it's like they're all close. Mm-hmm. And when, you know, me and my other friends go up, and I love to see it. Like, even though I'm not really like, oh, I want to get married, I want a family, but I love to see a healthy family. Like,
yeah. And so it seems like you and your mom have a decent relationship, right?
Girl, that is my twin. We have bad telepathy. Like, it's so weird. We were just talking about that on the way here. Yeah, that's my girl. Even though, you know, we have our little moments or whatever, but that is my girl. I love her down. I really do appreciate her, girl. She's tired and off from work, and we drive a long way just to get me to the poetry lounge and to her to really believe in my dream and my purpose, whatever you call it. She's there all by my side.
It reminds me of Megan Thee Stallion, too, because, you know, Megan and her mom were really close before her mom passed away. And her mom was really pushing her into, do what you want to do. You have that voice and everything. And so you're rapping. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. I'm not going to forget the little rapping. I'm over here like K2 is a rapper.
One, two.
I can't wait. I want this rapping career to go off. Another Houston rapper. I fucks with it. It's exciting. Just keep promoting yourself like that because it's fun to hear, because you be spitting your shit.
I do. And that's only little snippets.
That's only little snippets. And I'll be over here just like, okay, K2, every day I wake up, I'm not seeing it on my Apple.
Girl, I have to go to the, oh, yes, I do have to put it on Apple.
You do need to put it on Apple. And I believe in you, and I want to see you win. I love supporting local people to begin with.
And I really do appreciate that because meeting you, like, when the first time I actually spoke in person, like, you made me very comfortable. Very nice and open and ever since then, we've been like this. So
hey, that's my cousin.
Real life, we like this.
Yo, you locked in, okay? Like ain't nobody fucking with K2 over here. No synthetic.
Look,
it's all natural over here.
Very much. Like don't let the name confuse you.
No, it's very real over here. She's very open and honest with us over here, and we appreciate that. And I appreciate you having that time in the spaces too, because you don't show up to everything. It's a drive for you to get to everything. But when you do come, you make sure that It might hurt.
I try to do my thing. And the thing is, like, learning from other poets, watching them, like, you know, some people, like, they get insecure about somebody they might think is better than them. I just take notes. Like, I really like to hear the other poets and the way that they present things, the way that they write. It just helps me learn that.
No reason to be jealous of somebody that struggled at the beginning, too.
You know what I'm
Everybody
saying?
starts somewhere.
Right. And I thank God I'm not like that, too. I actually, like, learn from them. So I remember I went to the poetry lounge by, like, Henneke.
Yep.
Up there. And girl, I ain't gonna lie, first time I went up there.
Ooh,
like
that's a different stage. They're all different stages. I'll tell you that.
Yes.
They are all different stages.
To me, I didn't do my best, but Nan, the poet, he was there. He came up and he was like, you know, giving me tips and pointers, and was like, you know, I believe in you. I see something in you, and like, you know, just really like putting that battery in my back. So that's why I came back the next week and won, and I had switched everything around, and I just brought a different energy. So just the poets like you and others who really like are there and giving each other pointers and helping, I really appreciate.
Because we want to see you win, and I think that's the only way for a community to really flourish is to want to see the younger people, the people that are coming in, win.
Yes,
that's a big deal. And winning could just be like, hey, you got your first feature. That, you know, except that mini goal, I want to feature one thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey.
I want to feature a little show or something.
Little 1-2.
Little 1-2.
Girl, because Tiffany did her shit Thursday.
Shit.
Girl.
That shit was fire. That was a fun time. I mean, I love our little events. They are very fun, and I try to go into as many as possible. We got one on Wednesdays. We got Thursday night for Annos. We got Poetry Lounge on Sunday.
I appreciate Anno too, because he's on his shit on
He's
Friday.
on his shit.
Like,
they are some really amazing poets that are in this community for sure. And they just, and when you ask them for advice, most of them are cool.
Yeah.
And they'll give you advice on what to do. They'll sit down with you, and that's something I want to do in my writing circles as well. The Tuesdays we have starting at Sophie's 7 to 9, and then we got the one here at Rado Market, and that's going to be second Sundays.
Second Sunday. See, I like this. You're really doing your thing.
I'm trying. I want to give people that space. It's free. I'm not trying to charge nobody to get in. Yeah. I don't charge people. This is all for funsies at the end of the day for me. Because if I can get people to come and spit something, or you tell us a story about something about your daddy or something about your grandma or something, you might spark something in me and be like, damn, I want to write about my shit. Really.
Right.
And that really helps fuel the poetry in each and every.
I'm telling you,
that's community.
There are people like you and others creating, opening those spaces like that. Y'all don't know. Y'all really, like, y'all really.
We just doing our big thing.
Okay, like, it's needed, honey.
Oh, what's your socials? Let's get those out the way as well.
Okay, y'all. So, y'all know I go by K2 Code, whatever. So, my Instagram is K2 the THA Pope on my Instagram and TikTok. So, yeah.
Instagram and TikTok. Okay, good. Because, you know, I love that we have both.
Yeah.
Because TikTok is a great place to put your stuff. You want to go viral every once in a while, and you never know on TikTok you might get picked up. Yeah. You never know who's gonna see the shit and be like, "You in Houston? Hold on." Well, because we got enough Houston rappers right now that could be like, "I like that."
I'm telling you, I'm trying to get out there, like slowly but surely. I'm not rushing my process because I'm still
never done.
But
and you're still young at that.
Still young, yeah.
Very young. You ain't in your 30s. You ain't in your 40s.
I am 19, y'all.
She's a baby.
I'm a baby.
And there's nothing wrong with that. And I think when we look at our ages and we say, damn, I'm a baby. I'm still a baby. I'm still very young. I'm going to make mistakes.
Yes.
Still learning that grace. At 19, girl, let me not even talk about my personal the way I was acting at 19.
Girl.
Like, you're already doing better than me finding a better purpose. I was in activism really, really heavy at 19, though, too. But that was a different place.
And I love, like, when you go on like one and different platforms and stuff and speak about, like, basically just giving us the news, telling us, like, getting us out, and I do like that.
Let me be your PSAs.
I like the real poetry like that. People who really invested in doing their thing and decided to do it.
And that's something I like to talk about with people too. Is politics. You know, I mean, at 19, you've been able to at least vote for 1 year.
I did.
That's what I'm talking about.
Kamala.
She did her thing.
Look, it's on my wallet. I voted.
Hey, ain't nobody gonna ever say we didn't vote over
No, I made sure. Yeah.
And how did that affect you though? Because knowing that I think she did win, and knowing that we did win, because they are coming out with the proof of it now. How did that affect you? Because I know the black woman, it affected me differently.
Of course, it pissed me off, but it's like you already know. You know where you are. It's America, especially growing up in once a PW. I've been in a white area. I've been always like back and forth. So I'm like in between with my culture and stuff. I'm very in tune. But seeing that on social media, that my generation, they are feeding us to the BS and they are spewing all this misinformation about her and going on this side. It was just too much and it was disappointing, but you already know how it's going to be, and I don't know, I was just irritated with everything. And I'm not a crier, but I did kind of cry a little bit because I already knew what was coming.
Girl,
I was like,
damn. The last that you could, the day after.
Girl.
The day after, I was in such distraught.
Yes.
Someone brought me a cake to my I'm not even playing to that girl. No. I love you, Nikki.
She's active.
She legit brought a big ass cake to my house. My husband had to take the day off of work.
Oh, I believe that.
I was distraught. He actually went to work, came, and had to come back home. I said, I can't even handle our daughter. I was like throwing up sick. I was like, there's no way this is happening. It was that serious. It was that serious. And so, for me, definitely someone who is active, I could see what the future was holding for us. And now that we are in August of 2025, we are already months into his presidency.
It's the longest. Every day you wake up to some foolishness with him, and I'm just like, girl. And my thing, why all this shit have to happen right when I turn 18, 19 as we get older? Girl. Like, damn.
Me, I went through my first election was his first run.
I was in 5th grade when he won.
You poor thing. You'd be like, what the hell? When I was in 5th grade, it was Obama, so it was a different time. We were happier, you know. And we know we were in a recession. Thank you, Rough.
Right.
But he pulled us out of it.
Where was
it was cool. Yeah. You know, I think what was going on in 2015 is he awoken a little pot that hasn't been stirred or was finally simmering down. It was going down. The racism was trickling in a way that we could have almost grabbed it.
It kind of was with some white people.
They were still there.
I don't want to say too much. Girl, them white people, man, they was not for it.
They were not for that nigga. They said, not a nigga. He's half y'all.
Girl, he was a terrorist. He was everything in the book.
Everything in the book, and now they got a real life. Everything that they thought Obama was, they got the real life that, and this white man, they cannot see it. And it's really sad that they want to take us back to this time period, you know, but I don't
get why, though. Like, what the hell? What the hell is going on? It's 2025.
We can move on.
We can.
We could have done better. But truly, it's because they want to get, they think that racism is going to help them gain something.
It's not.
And it's only an aspect for them.
Even
bring that shit over here.
For a set of white people, they still fall for the BS and the traps, and they're still where they are, while the Republicans are. It's just a whole lot. Shit. Like, it's just so much. Me and my mama was talking about that on the way here, but it's just too much. And I hate to see it. I hate to see us go down this path, but that's what they want to do. People don't listen, and people, they only want to, I regret this when you were supposed to be in the research, you're supposed to be looking. Right. It affects all of us. It's been affecting us. It's been. Right. So, yeah, but. And now we're seeing how they're going to gerrymander Texas, which is very scary because we're sitting in this beautiful city of Houston, and they gerrymander us. We're going to take our voices and our votes. And taking our voice and our votes is a big deal. I mean, they think that Martin Luther King fought and Rosa Parks and all these people fought so hard for nothing. They told niggas not to vote for a reason, though, and I wish people would understand what that reason was, Where everybody's just so broken up and divided. Nobody's gonna listen to nobody. Everybody think they right and shit. Everybody. I'm like, it's just not the time. It's not. It's just not the time. But that's my political spill, as you know, because I love to go political. Every time I could always bring the news. And so you've been writing since you were a kid, so this is kind of nothing new to you. No, it's nothing new. I think, if anything, what's new is really getting to my poetry, really touching on things that actually hurt. Because I know the first 3 or 4 times I was Eddie Vaughn that I actually got on stage, I was doing my songs. Mm-hmm. Even though it is poetry, but I was like, okay, I know I need to switch something around because I want a different reaction. I want people to actually bring me in. Right. So that's when I really started easing into that. And I ain't gonna lie, I pulled back, because it was like, damn, this shit kind of hurt me. But I really don't want to open that, that book. You're opening a wound, really. Yeah. And you're touching it to give out to people, hoping that they can hear you. And it hurts, too. And it hurts. So you go home and you're like, oh, I really just told everybody that my daddy and my mom and this and that. And you just, this is... Girl. And that was the first poem that I really opened up, was the one I did about my dad. And even though it was really long, but I was like, finally I can get it off my chest, because it's so much going on. Even before I got to Yvonne, it was this big thing, and I hate how it happened, but I'm thankful how it happened, because that would never brought me to Yvonne. Right. So everything does happen for a reason. It did. That whole thing, it pushed me to Yvonne. Me and my mom were talking about it, because I wanted to, come to the poetry now, just years before, but everything happens. It wasn't your time. Right. And that's okay. Now it is your time. You met the right people. I think the first time we met, I was there with Empress Joss too. So, I'm here right now. She's up in
the Northerners, but everybody's just. It's a very interesting community culture too. I love being around my people. You know, going to PWI, I love coming to here, Houston, and being around my people in that culture. So when you went to PWI, did you have to deal with a lot of racism?
I did. Just, different things. But the kind of person I am, and I had my own friend group, and I was cool with everybody.
Right.
I was like kind of popular, but I was just cool with everybody. So of course I had my issues like with different APs, and girl, they tried to put me in handcuffs one time because I had fought this boy.
Do what you had to do.
I had to do what I had to do, and I was just like, he was a black cop too. Oh, girl, come on.
Like, damn, not that.
But yes, I had to deal with different racism and different things like that. Different, like I said, APs, teachers. It was one of my science teachers. She just had, I don't know what the hell was her problem. She just had something against me. Yes. And you know what? Come to find out, she was truthful. They had her on the Facebook page in the Blue Lives Matter. But anyway.
Well, you see, then it's all tell.
So
we know how they feel about us.
Oh, another thing too. I was in band in middle school and almost in high school, but I guess I didn't do it. But I wanted to play the trumpet, and I kid you not, the white band director told me my lips was too big to play the trumpet. Have you seen my lips?
They're not even that big.
Exactly.
That would hurt my feelings, but not in that way, because it's like big lips are beautiful.
Right.
So one, and I know there are black people who do play the trumpet,
Girl.
and they have bigger lips. It's just like, why would you say that? And it's like, they would have never said that if I went to a black school.
Thank you.
They would have been like, your lips are actually too small.
Right.
And I think that shaped a lot of my activism, too, is going to a predominantly white school. And some of my poetry, too, because when I talk about it, it still hurts. It still stings. I've lost a lot of friends to being Trump supporters.
And I can only imagine with you, because I'm pretty sure like it's like a whole different thing.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, Oklahoma. And I know like we in the South, we like Texas in the South, but the thing is like, yes, I dealt with it. Like I said, I handled it gracefully. My mama, she was not playing. She was stepping 10 toes behind me every time. So, but I just kind of said out the way. But when they bothered me, trust me, it got handled.
It got handled, as it should. And so I think integration was not the best way to go about it. So these white-only towns popping up in Arkansas and Missouri right now. And they're like, why aren't you guys mad that we're not saying anything? Like,
we don't care.
We actually are glad.
Right.
Please stay away from
Go on that side, please.
I know it's thick out there. These wet dogs, where's they supposed to be?
Oh, my God.
Like, you don't want to be around us. We didn't want to be around you to begin with. We actually tried, though. We were the ones to reach out the hand and say, okay, you guys fucked up. I don't know, because we're just really, black people are really giving people.
Yes.
They're very loving and generous people as a culture. And even when somebody spits in our face, we try.
No, like literally spit in
our face. Yeah. And for generations. And we say, you know what? Okay, we'll bridge this gap. After Trump.
Girl. And you know, like growing up, because my mom, girl, she loves movies, girl, especially like the civil rights movies and things like that. You know, like culture, stuff like that. Girl, she always had me watching those old movies, like with segregation and stuff. I remember she took me to go see Selma. Girl, I was crying. I was like 8 or something.
Might have me do Emmett Till back in the day. I'm over here rubbing nightmares. Why is his face?
Girl, 12 Years a Slave, Django, you know, things
all
like
that. Like, you were educated in that.
Yes, I was very educated. So seeing, going to PWI and seeing everything, I already knew.
Right.
So it wasn't like a big culture shock because my mom had already prepared me for that, She does her thing.
Right.
I'm not sheltered or going to be like, surprised about certain things. I've seen it. I've heard it. They talk to me about it. So seeing that at PWI and dealing with it, she's like,
right.
I know how to get this done. Things like that. Trust me. Like I said, she's going to step 10 toes. Like always.
And I will be for my kids too. Sadly that we have to do that in this day and age. We're hoping that things will move forward. But, we are what we are. It's what we going to do. So what's next for K2?
What's next for K2, girl? I want to lie, just slowly getting there, things like that. Guess what's next is like going back to the studio and actually doing my poetry song instead of writing. A little Russian mother, like that. But doing that and I guess getting it from more like tropical form and maybe giving music out there. So I would say that right now, every time we keep going.
Yeah. My biggest advice to you is keep being the most authentic K2 possible. So synthetic, okay? I want to see how far you can take it. You're only 19.
Yeah.
So take it slow.
Yeah.
But jump. Enjoy it. Start that process because you never. The sky is the limit. You ain't got.
Girl, no.
You ain't got no babies. Okay, you ain't got no nigga blowing your phone up, making you mad.
Hell no.
So all you got is yourself and time. So enjoy that and do as much as you possibly can.
This makes me like I said, the generational curses, the opening the doors for my mom and my brother, so they know it's possible. We getting it done.
Shout out to mama and brother.
Shout out to Mama CJ and Austin.
We love y'all because we sometimes those are the people that we need to support us. Those will be those people. You know, it might just be 2 people in your family, but hey, some people ain't. Oh,
I know, and even I do have those 2, which doesn't mean a lot to me. I'm just like
we're gonna accept it.
Yeah. We were just talking about that today too. I was like, seeing Tiffany, like her whole thing would come out. I wish I had that.
That actually really hit me.
Yeah.
It did. I left after mine and I left because it did hit me a little differently. Yeah. It was beautiful to watch, and now that you talk about it, it did hit me and it kind of hurt.
Yeah.
I love seeing it. I want that. I want that too. You know, I want to have those friends and that family to come and support you. You know, do the same stuff for me because she had people show up and out. The parking lot was
yeah.
She had it packed. Tiff.
She did her thing. Love you too.
But you really hit the people with generational trauma that ain't got them.
Girl, I'm telling you.
Because the way our families are broken.
They do.
So we got to rebuild, you know. So if you need anything, call me. And that's why I said if you need to come, if I need to pick you up, you let me know. I don't do that for everybody. I don't like everybody.
No, and I don't appreciate that.
I don't like niggas like that. But if I ever offer up my car, just know there is going to be a concert in the car. You're gonna listen to.
Oh, girl, I love it.
We're gonna be vibing.
I listen to all kinds of music, man.
Girl, you want me in the car? We're gonna go to rock.
Yes.
Trying to Mayor with me real quick because I do got to do my white girl time. Okay.
Oh my God, I have like a whole playlist of white girl music and rock, and I went through a whole demon about it.
Girl.
It was like really, really bad recently.
This is real. This is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. Let the light. Girl, I've been hearing that song all week, and I'm like, shine on me.
No, my favorite album of hers is "Tell Me You Love Me" and her rock album "Holy Fuck." Oh my God.
She was that girl back in the day. That was my favorite white girl. You know, and I'm not gonna say this. Miley Cyrus when she was black was the best.
No, come on. Damn, yes.
I'm sorry.
Shades on my feet.
I said, wait, give me Black Miley back.
Oh
white girl.
In the We Can't Stop era.
We Can't Stop era.
So
I was in high school. I was like, this is good. We can't stop. I was not wanting her to stop. And everybody's like, she's still in culture. Okay, I don't think it was stealing if you do it correctly.
You're not saying it now yet, but like, was it 2015?
2013. Girl, that album came out 13. I was in high school. I was like, this is baby. That shit was my shit.
Oh my God. Okay.
I'm 27.
Yeah.
I aged 2 years now.
Oh, that's right. You're 27.
Yeah, I was 27. Okay, my birthday, June 30th. We cancers. Wait, what are you?
What you think?
It's not a cancer because you would have been happy when I said that.
Not too much.
Not too much because the cancer's best. The cancer's best.
We
might cry, but at least we emotional. I don't know. What are you?
Okay, what do you think? Because a lot of people, they guess people think. I'm just curious what I tell you.
Big thing. I'm hearing Virgo, but I don't think so. Sagittarius?
No.
Leo?
No. I'm real. Oh, not too much now. Not too much.
As long as you ain't Gemini.
That's in my chart. I'm an Aquarius.
Oh, okay. That's fine. It can be in the chart. It just can't be the main one.
Not too much because one of my best friends is a Gemini.
I got a little Gemini in my chart, too. I don't mind Gemini. I don't like it. I don't like
Scorpios.
I don't like me, Scorpios, me. Aries, though. Have you been an Aries?
Girl, have I been an Aries?
I like Aries. They're fiery ass motherfuckers.
One of my family members is an Aries, and we got into a bad time.
I don't like them because they so mean. Why your birthday like that?
They're mean. For me, I don't pay them no mind, but they judgmental like that. They piss me off because you need to get your house in order before you try to talk to everybody else.
That's crazy.
It's never in order. Like, girl, no.
But yes, I am so glad to have you today. I won't keep you forever because we do have somewhere to go. Oh. We do, and we gonna go and enjoy ourselves and hear what these people have to say in the poetry community. So thank you for having me.
Yes, ma'am. I thank you for bringing me on.
Of course, I'm trying to get as many people as possible, at least once a month. I can't commit to every other week, okay, niggas? A nigga be tired.
It's growing though.
It's gonna grow. It's really something just to keep me from going insane too. Because mentally, I be going through it. I got a daughter at home. I got a husband. I got a life. But I want to enjoy my 20s too.
Yeah.
So I might as well have a put a little podcast, talk to my niggas every once in a while.
Yeah, I like that though. Because like I said, you creating a space for us, and
we need to
you
talk.
feel seen, you feel heard. So
seen, heard, it could be your mama see it. She say, "Oh, that was cute." That's all that matters.
Right.
I don't care if one person see it. That's enough for me. I don't have to have a million people see my shit to go viral.
We're gonna go back and look at this in a couple of years and be like, damn.
I'm gonna say K2 was on my shit first.
Oh, look, mind you, this is my first interview with Ty Kibrian, the goddess. So remember that.
Hey, you need to remember that because when you on let's see, what did they got? They used to have 106 in Park. What they got now? MTV. When you on some big stage, the Grammys, in the Grammys, I'm gonna give my little shout out and to my girl. I'm gonna get on that mic and thank you to Ty Kibrian. Thank you for always believing in me. My first one that brought me on the interview and showed me the ropes. Because she keeps me in the loop. I want to know nothing about this. And I'm very proud to say that's my girl. The real Houston poet. The real Houston poet. All right, one more time. Shout yourself out. It's Straight to the Poet Shop. I'm here with Ty Kibrian. We in the beautiful city of Houston. My first interview. Thank you. If you want to follow me, it's K2 the Poet on Instagram and TikTok. I got a YouTube channel. I show my business, but I don't be on y'all there. Actually, we do. And so go check it out.